I feel like George Floyd, for me, and I feel like for everyone else, should be the ending point of this. I don't know how someone could sit there and watch that happen. It was pretty hard on me, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is where everyone should come together and make a stand. This should not be allowed at all.
I'm really proud of the world for coming together like they have. Everybody's really coming together and like uniting to let the people in power know we're not gonna stop at anything to get justice for people of my color and also people of different races.
I had a lot of experiences of kids who were raised differently than I am, predominantly white, who had different viewpoints. But in high school, there was a teacher. I was in the library, had to get a book for class. And this happened numerous times. And I would go in and she would be like, hey, Antoine. I'm like, huh? I'm like, no, my name's not Antoine. And she's like, oh, all of you guys look the same anyway.
You know, being a kid just going to high school in Compton, you know, I mean, I hate to call it a social norm for police brutality, but it's kind of like a thing that's just like known. And I hate that the first thing that comes, the first feeling like people get is being scared. It's just something that's been with me all my life, like, and like with my families and my friends' lives, like it's just something we've all had to grow up with. And I feel like the fact that it's something we're all getting used to, that just doesn't sit right with me.
I just think with my experiences, though they are petty compared to some people who have went through a lot of different things, I think it just shouldn't be a thing. It's uncalled for. I think you should give everybody their fair chance of who they are until they prove you otherwise.
You know, playing football is a good thing because people love you for playing football, but when you go away from the football field or go away from the facility, people look at you almost in the light like they're kind of like hesitant. They're kind of like hesitant to talk to you and be friendly with you. So we just go through that stuff all the time.
I think everything has its timing. Coronavirus is going on. Everybody's home. Everybody's more interactive with social media ever before. And millions of people see it. And that's why I think it had an effect. Also had an effect just because people are tired of it. Me personally, I was just angry. Not angry at anybody specifically. Not angry at anybody white, because that's not the issue. It's tough to see stuff like that. And it's just tough to see that we're all from the same background since the beginning of time. And you can treat somebody like that and be okay with it.
The day of the forum, it was just a thing. Like, we first thought it was just going to be like Coach talking about the recent events. But actually it wasn't. It was the complete opposite. He didn't say a word. He took the time to listen to us and just soak it all in and learn about what we go through as a race.
I feel like it was really just a forum for the players to let coaches know how they can help us.
It actually made me love the program 10 times more because it's like at that forum they were really there for you. Like, it wasn't about football or it wasn't about what we do for them. It was genuinely about how we feel, and for them taking the time to listen to us was just like, it just made you feel warm and you just love that feeling.
I feel like it went very well. A lot of good thoughts were in that meeting, and that led to the march as a team.
One of our senior safeties, Simeon Smiley, organized that. So it was player-led. He led the whole march. It just started with an idea.
It just came about with just having a conversation, and I texted Pugh and told him the idea. I said, hey, I think it's a really good idea if we all get together, probably wear the same jersey, meet somewhere, and walk downtown. Well, it was his idea to walk from the facility to downtown. I was just thinking just go downtown instead of walk 5 miles. But yeah, that's how it came about.
So we started the day walking from the facility downward toward downtown, and we all got together in the parking lot as a family, and we chopped it up, and we talked, and we got our jersey. We started marching, and so on the way, you can hear support from like fans and different people around the community by like honking their horns, and they're waving at us and they're smiling. So that felt good to see. The community was behind us also, and it was a bunch of emotions that came out of that.
We actually ran into Danny Anthrop, former Purdue player and a police officer now, and we prayed for all the good police officers, the ones that were doing the right things the right way, and just praying to keep them safe. And all the thoughts were all based around, we need to change, we need to do something about it, and it needs to be now. I don't know, that day was just something very special to me, and I'll forever hold it with me.
Football is big all across America. So Jeff being there, people were beeping at us while walking, maybe because they just saw him, or maybe because they knew what we were doing. We got a lot of beeps, got a lot of black power fists out there. Just having your head coach be there, taking a knee with you for as long as we did, it was even crazier.
He's just that kind of guy. Like he's jumping in right with us, and he's right beside us leading the way. So yeah, I expected him to be a part of that, and without a doubt in my mind, I knew he was going to be there.
Oh, that's my coach. I saw him. That's my coach right there, and it was a very special thing to see him and all the other coaches there. And I was like, yo, this is my team. This is my family. We're gonna get right this year. We're just gonna overcome everything that's gone wrong this year.
I believe that we're leaders. We are PWI. I think that we showed that we won't be labeled as that, and that's not a part of our team. So I think that we show people that we're united, and that no race is different from another.
People have to understand, and I'm a really big believer on perfect timing, and I think now was the perfect time. I think as a whole, because knowledge is power, so I think as a whole, a lot of people and as a society should teach more about the true American history and how we got to where we are, how we got to where color is a problem. Everybody should take away from the negative aspect of everything going on and just try to get on the train, because you repeating yourself about things not being this way years ago won't help the situation now, because change is now, change isn't back then. This has been going on for years. So if it's happening now and things are actually changing now, then people should stay on that train.
2020 been a rough year, but God got something, he's stirring something up. So I just pray we make a change. I know for sure I want my kids to be able to drive and see a cop car and not get scared. I don't know, I just want my kids to live a life with no fear, I guess. I want them to be able to, have people that are going to protect them and not hurt them or bring them that sense of fear. And that's really the change that I want for my kids. Yeah.